What's going on YouTube? This is your boy C, and I'm just gonna put this quick video up for those of you who've been having problems creating submixes. Some of you are working with an older version of the program that does not have this create submix to, and basically all a submix does is it routes all your tracks so that you don't have to do it manually. It's just a big time saver. So it's really simple to do it without that function. So I'm just going to show you quick. So say you have two kicks, right? And here we're going to create our submixes first. I'm going to go to this first insert. I'm going to right click on it and click rename. I'm going to call this submix main. Okay, and then I'm going to the second insert. I'm going to right click it and call it submix. Now to route this submix into the submix main, all we have to do is go down here, right click on the arrow underneath submix main and click route to this track only. And what that does is any channels that go through this submix is going to go through this submix main, and then it's going to hit the master. But by default everything's going to hit the master already because you don't have that create submix function, so you're going to have to route them manually. So what we do is I'm going to link up these two kicks here, and I'm gonna show you how we link it. Okay, so you have these kicks and they're playing, and let's say by default they're gonna be routed to the master because you don't have that create submix function. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to manually go down here when you're on the corresponding channel. You're gonna have to right click on the submix and go to route to this track only for the corresponding channel you're on. Then wow, my mic just exploded. Then on the next one you're gonna have to do the same thing. Just right click and click route to this track only. Now let's say you want to layer your kicks and you want to monitor the decibels for them playing at the same time, and you want to keep them in their own group. What you can do is you can go over to another insert, right click it, we'll just call this kicks grouped or groups. Right. What you do is you go on the corresponding kick channels and you right click and you go to route to this track only, and that'll send your one channel to that kicks groups, and then we'll go on the next one and then we'll right click on kicks groups and go to route to this track only. And then okay, by default this insert is going to be going right to the master because it doesn't have that submix set up. So you're going to have to route this channel to your submix. So this is just if you want to group up your kicks or group up samples and then link it through. All you have to do basically is just right click and link it to the submix, and then link the submix to the submix main. But by default every time you drag something in and let's say link it up, like I'm gonna link this snare up to a channel right here pressing Ctrl L, and if I just play this snare you're gonna see it goes right to the master. So every time you drag something in after you link it up to an insert, you're gonna have to right click on the submix and click route to this track only, unless you're gonna be forming a group like for this kick groups. So that's basically the gist of it. It's really simple. Basically all the create submix does is it saves you a huge step. If you don't have that feature, you're gonna have to manually route each channel to the submix as you place it in. And as you can tell, if you have 80 plus samples and boxes to route through this submix, it's gonna take a lot longer than if it were done with the plugin. But this is a workaround for those of you who don't have it. Hope this helps you out. Thanks. Bye.